sounding board, and today we're going to look at a comic book. Yes, a comic book. Why a comic book? And why is it Heroic 17? Who the hell heard of Heroic 17? I have. Actually, I haven't. This is from the people in Modesto who worked at California Comics. But I thought it'd be nice to showcase it because back in the 90s, every mom and pop chain all wanted to have their own little comic book franchise of some kind. There are so many number ones in black and white and pseudo color. It is funny. And this one's even the funniest because these are all white people making black heroes trying to be black. And this is the prelude issue, chapter 1, Future Shock. As you can see, this has 90s anatomy. What do I mean by 90s anatomy? It doesn't look very good. It does they did this is the days when a high schooler or actually a senior in high school who had no ambition to go anywhere thought he could do comics, or a deadbeat college student in art classes goes, "Hey, I can do a comic book, and everyone else is. It can't be that hard. Look at Rob Liefeld." And it's like, this is just dreadful. The boobs on this woman look like they're glued onto a man. I've seen the black and white version of this, but this is different than the final product is way different than the black and white promo. And there is no idea of composition, anatomy, and this is guys who worked and owned a comic book shop. You think they would have some sense of at this time, the biggest art book for comic book artists was How to Draw the Marvel Comic Way. And you can see there's no ideas of how comics work, function. It's sad. But they have an idea of that they want all these racially diverse black characters everywhere. Oh, look how sensitive he is. The dirty scene in Las Vegas. I think these guys aren't stationed in Modesto like the other comic was. But oh my God, this is so horrible. And I think the worst part of it is WWF wrestler Hero Man. What is this character called? Back here, that they give you a bio to. Eradicator. And then they have another Pinnacle Press comic that's never been published. One Man, Two Worlds. You know, it's like, you just look at it and you go, wow. If this came out today, this comic would be considered so racist because the internet would get their panties all in an uproar. And if they do, it's not my fault. I didn't create this. I'm just showing it off. The creator was Snook85, inks for Snook85 and M. Jordan, and colors were J.B. Howard. Bonus pages were by Mike Goodall. And Sam One was the editor. It's like almost like you got all these internet personalities creating a comic book. And I wonder if they ever stopped to think that maybe if they wrote about something they knew about instead of blackifying a comic, it would have worked better. And maybe people would have been interested in it. But it didn't draw people to the comic book shop because California Comic was kind of a dive. It's right next to Bonanza. And Bonanza was a good shop. And when they were in the Roseburg Shopping Center, they were really good. because they had a great backstock and everything, and used books. And across the next door was California Comics and another card shop. Because this is at the era of baseball cards, and everyone wanted a first issue out there because speculators wanted that next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But did this become it? No, I found this in a 50 cents box today, and I thought I'd share it off. It is so, it's unreadable. So I'm gonna give it to Mike, our producer. He loves unreadable comics, and I'm gonna end it here and let you think about this coming from Modesto, California, which is sounding board from Modesto, California, which is the home of Wasteland TV. Home of Wasteland TV again, Modesto, California. So until next time, this is the sounding board signing off.